Okay, I was talking this whole smoke, but I'm gonna start over. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the channel. It's King Yeshua. Greatness is upon you. I appreciate everyone coming through. All at the same time with a whole bunch of craziness going wild. Listen, there's a whole war going on, expanding out to where it's going to be the president's problem, Trump's problem. We all see the election. But it's crazy to me that all these things are going on and no one really cares. The common folk don't care and they don't want to make a change. How come they don't want to make a change? Listen, because people have the worst type of attention span in the world. How are you going to come on all these platforms, all these little websites, and then not care about the next streamer, not care about the content in general? It speaks volumes. The reason you don't care about the content because you have a short attention span. You have a very docile way of thinking. You have a very low intellect. What's going on? Where are the people at? They talking about Russia going to bomb the U.S. and do all this crazy stuff because we aided Ukraine. Yo, word? Are you crazy? Really? Oh my God. All this shit going on. And none of y'all really trying to understand what I'm doing with these channels I have on for 10 years, 5 months, going on for a very long time. Some wild shit. Content creation of all kinds, gaming, computer science, breaking down problems, making your own problems and solving them, giving solutions, teaching B2B, P2P. Oh, teaching all these things in all these diameters, making spreadsheets, breaking down code, cryptocurrency, how to play basketball, how to speak, public speaking, all these things I've done, different kinds of vlogs. Speaking of vlogs, a whole bunch of content coming out this week. Prepare yourselves in general. Bell notifications. All these things I've done. And the disrespect I get from all these motherfuckers. People that try to do YouTube, people think they know what they know, which is nothing. They know nothing about anything about digital marketing, how to speak to people, private business, how to do negotiations, communicating, networking. They not know nothing. They don't know how to operate. They don't know how to speak. So they try to do digital marketing some way, somehow. They say slide this and this is real. I spoke to many people throughout the years trying to do this digital marketing thing. YouTube been around longer than me. I started 10 years ago. And the fact that people ignore what I say, they disrespect what I do online, and then they can't come to terms about what I do. It's crazy. That's why there's a whole bunch of shit going on. All this news, changing this, changing that, changing the fiat dollar, changing different currencies, changing cryptocurrencies. All these things going up and down, going, wow. Russia gonna go to war with the U.S. Any type of country, nuclear country, going to aid into a non-nuclear country, we're going to war with you. Really? Yo, all this shit going on, and the average person doesn't care. They care about the latest thing gonna come out. Oh, I'm going to this content. Oh, wait, this fly person. That y'all brainwashed, man. Y'all on the spoof. Y'all are completely gone from existence. You don't really exist. Your mind is not there. You're being controlled by media. You've been taught by your family, your friends, co-workers, acquaintances, whoever, that you should think like this. That you should be like this. You should operate like this. Go into this thing, that thing. You're being told what to do. You're not having your own psyche, your own thinking. What's going on? So the way I operate, the way I do things, I'm doing the right little digital market things here and there. It's just that little factor of luck, that little factor of, it's a very small factor too. 0.05%. It's not too crazy. It's not all luck. It's not a big measurement of what you need to succeed in digital marketing. But since I have a voice, I'm going to use my voice, speak my voice, especially making content for so many years. I don't want to be included in that pool of content creators that are going to be the ones that didn't do shit for the people when they have a voice. When so many people going online more. You see, in the domain of the election, the beginning, during, and ending of the election, so many people tuned into all these creators online on Rumble and YouTube. They tune into these people for a reason of truth and speaking the truth. Yet you ignore the whole idea of understanding the truth and taking it to your own hands and actually doing something within your community. Especially more than 60 to 70% of people that are able to do that. Some people aren't able to do that, and a lot of people are able to make a change in the community. But yet you listen, you watch, you get entertained, you move on to the next day with the same tendencies. It's like, nah. Why? Why do you do this? Come on now. You got a whole nother country trying to bomb us because we don't take change. We don't actually change. We just, and do nothing. If I was going to bomb another country, I would bomb their food. I would take away the food that you munch on. Munching on food. I will bomb that shit. Make people suffer. And so many other wars that you're aware of or not. Took a great ordeal to go and bomb the food, take away something that the people need. They're not going to bomb the people. Not everyone. They might bomb some people, but they're not going to bomb all the people because you know that country needs it. But you want the country to suffer when you mess with another country. Power to power. Take away the food. Take away travel. Take away things you're 100% used to. Something primitive from back when of your ancestors. Take away the food. I would do that. I was going to bomb another country. Yo, I'm trying to finish this country. You helping them? You going to help them to bomb us? Nah, we're going to bomb you and them. I would take away the food. Because then you make the people suffer for 5 to 10 years. 4, 5, 10 years. You make the people to suffer. And then you change their psyche and their intellect. Oh shit, man, I'm going to double think. I'm going to double think on messing with Russia, messing with China, messing with Iran, Iraq, messing with Africa, especially, come on now. Can't mess with too many countries in Africa, because everything will go to shit. The internet is running because of cocaine that comes from Africa. How we make our money is how we do this. How you get entertained is how you log in. Oh, my favorite curator is online. You can't use the internet no more. You mess with Africa too much. You mess with Europe too much. You mess with Asia too much. There's no balance. And the people help with the balance. And the people aren't doing shit with any of the information. In general. I've given this information many times. Probably wasn't paying attention. In many ways, actually. I wasn't paying attention. But don't include me in any pool because I'm a creator. I'm a true genius. I make my own things, okay? On paper. Private business, spreadsheets, wireframes. Don't know what a wireframe is. Come on now. You're not paying attention. I explain what a wireframe is. I break down so many things to be considered. Not this, not that. By the numbers. By people's reactions. He's live. I'm not going to go in. Really? That's your forethought of me? That's like, yeah, he's live, but I'm not going to come in. That goes up to where, yeah, I'm not entertained. I'm not laughing. I'm not learning nothing. It's a waste of time, man. I'm not getting anything from this, man. I'm not subscribing, not following. It goes up to, yeah, man, my favorite creator, man. They're going wild, man. They're going buck wild in. They're speaking this or that. To conscious creators or conscious influencers. I say influencer, conscious influencers. Man, he's speaking truth, man. He's speaking a lot of truth. You follow me. You follow the monkey running around Google and shit. You follow the conscious creators. And then you go to direct news. You go to outsourced news. Or let's say mainstream. You go to mainstream news. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I heard about that, man. That's wild, man. Oh, shit. One of my favorite creators came on. A lot of his numbers rendered from a server, loaded from a database. And obviously, all of our numbers are rendered from a server, loaded from a database. But it's your cup of tea more. Like, yo, pay attention. You got the message in all the ways that I mentioned, all 4 ways. You being aware. You following me. I'll put myself in my own category. You following your best and worthy entertainer because a whole bunch of numbers rendered, loaded up on the screen for you. Congratulations, fantastic. 4, the conscious ones, that don't have a lot of numbers, but they speak in a higher truth as well as me, and then your mainstream. So 4 to 5, 5. And you still don't make a change to things you heard in 5 different ways. That literally shows you deserve to plummet to the earth and not have nothing, not have a single thing. So when the food gets blown up, look at you. Don't look at the creators. Look at me. Don't look at anyone else. Look at you, the people, not taking a stand, because it's the power of the people to change the wave, change the energy of something coming up, something in the past and something in the present. You don't have that ability until you realize it. And when you realize it, man, it can fall out of hands. Man, like all these things changing around me because you change your attention around it. Come on now. The attention isn't in the right places. The attention is somewhere else, and you expect change. I had to break all that down in this 9 to 10 minutes. I had to. If you were paying attention, please pay attention, motherfuckers. Your attention is somewhere else because by those 5 parameters I just gave, it's all over the place. You're not construing it correctly. You're not harnessing the power that you have with the attention. The attention goes somewhere else. So when a whole other country blows up our food and then we can't get no imports because we're on bad terms with other countries, you're not connected to the dots. When fiat goes over the place, when crypto goes over this place, when steel and silver and gold and come on, man. Why? It's disgusting, man. Propaganda got so deep into you, your parents, your cousins. You don't even see what the hell I'm saying, man. Falls on deaf ears. You go back to munching on the poisonous food that got you sick in the first place. You go back to complaining about this and that. You go back to doing the worst of things and not being adequate of anything because you didn't do shit in school, didn't do shit at work, didn't do a damn thing at the events, didn't network, didn't do a thing correctly. Come on, man. Blame yourself when everything's destroyed. When more towers are blown up, when more planes fly in the Pentagon, when farms are obliterated and imports stop, docks are blown up, aircraft dismantled. Look at yourself. I'm just another variable of why people don't pay attention. It's like, oh, y'all don't pay attention to me, but y'all don't pay attention to that person. Even you being so influenced with what they got going on their channels and social medias, their video marketings. You subscribe to them. You pay money to them. But you don't even benefit from it. Even doing the actions, you still can't. Because you can't put it in your own words, in your own demonstrations, your own systems, your own presentations. You haven't truly learned. You can't articulate it. You can't do your sign language. You can't communicate it somehow, some way. You can't interpret it truthfully, primitively. You can't. Go on to the next thing, the next program, the next program. The next news, the next news, the next news, the next creator, the next creator. You go in a circle of why shit is happening. So your grandparents, your great-grandparents got the same bullshit from what you got because they didn't make change. You repeat the same cycle. It's going over all idiotic brains right now, man. This is big word, big concept shit right here, man. I said this multiple times. I'm just saying it very direct to your face. I'm going to clip this up. Ugh. It's funny because I was saying all this and I wasn't streaming on my OBS. I was just live on Rumble. Shout out to Rumble, man. Rumble the ones, but not the onlys. Letting people say they were. YouTube was like this for a little bit. Then, the weirdos got a hand of it. And then everything else changed, man. It's just some wild shit. But when you hear this word, this preach, you hear it from me multiple times. Now you hear it from me very direct. You hear it from other people. You don't take a stand. You don't do anything to make a change. And then the power that you have, you can't harness. The power that you use, not realizing you're using it, goes all over the place. And you realize that shit's not working. You still do the same shit. You go into the definition of insanity. And then you get more worries and more doubts on your ability, on what you can do. And it's sad. And then you wonder, finally, on why this shit's happening to you. Because you don't make a change. You don't take a stand. Some wild shit. Great-grandmother, great-grandfather, same problems. They just max differently. It's just different. It just looks different. But it's the same problems. The same problems. And I hope, pray, rain dance, anything and everything my internal, external body can do. I hope y'all make a change for yourselves, man. Like I said, when the numbers ain't there for my channel, but it's there for somewhere else, you don't make a change. Those two go hand in hand with the same problem. Because the person got numbers, but in a way, they're not helping people make a change. And this is all towards the average person. Individuals can be changed. The average person is brainwashed on propaganda. The people don't even want to step in to my channel. Can't even get the chance. Conscious. Oh, yeah, we speak about this. The whole channel's around being very political and all this shit. You know what I mean? And you can see it as jump scares and it don't matter and all this dumb shit. And yeah, man, it's always good to be aware. Because if you don't have awareness, you're oblivious to the change. When you're oblivious to the change, you're not going to take the first step forward or back when you need. Because you're moving forward and back when you're in a bout. To make a change, so expect something different from the outcome. You cannot. Because you're unaware. And then you just go on and on and on. Like, oh, that happened. And it's wild shit, man. Wild shit at the end of the day. But hold the best for myself, hold the best for you, hold the best for all your loved ones, your friends, your foes, and the same for mine. When the farms get blown up, when imports and exports stop going and coming, you wonder why. So let's go ahead. Let's start. You know, I had to redo it. Literally, I just said, like, I thought I was streaming on my OBS, but I was just live on Rumble. But let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and do our thing on NBA Live 19. Appreciate you guys being here, possibly, and watching this past broadcast, watching this clip. But we're going to do our thing at the end of the day. We're going to give our praise, we're going to give our peace, and give our abilities of knowledge and entertainment. I give a lot of breakdowns of computer science, a lot of breakdowns of basketball. I lay things out, public speak, online, offline. I break certain things down in code. That's what I do. There's so many other things you could do, but that's what I do. Basketball, computer science. So it's my life, you know? Ways to enjoy it in multiple ways is an amazing thing. And having the ability to speak to the people online is pretty cool too. Also doing it offline, like I just said 2 minutes ago. So y'all don't take the word serious, man. Hey, that's you. You do not take a lot of things seriously. Which is why you want to take this seriously. It's another joke. Your life's a joke. Hey, this shit ain't no joke, man. It was never a joke. It's just high-level comedic effect. That's all this was. High-level comedic effect. So let's go ahead and play.